Welcome everybody to Thinking Game Sports. Back at it one more night. And can you feel Jason Kidd trying to be slick? I can hear Mutombo now. Oh no, not in my house. So let's get right into it. Jason Kidd was quoted in a press conference that saying Jaylen Brown is the Celtics' best player. So let me know in the comments, do you kind of see? I see what he doing. I see what he doing. He doing them divide and conquer tactics. I see what he doing. Trying to pit them against each other. He trying to put them little seeds up there. Like New Jack City. It's definitely going to be another man. Is he trying to break up New Jack City? Let me know in the comments. Or let me know. Or is Tatum is the best guy on the team?
There can be only one.
Let me know in the comments what you think. I don't think that's going to affect Jaylen Brown and Tatum, in my opinion. Kids saying that Brown is the best player because I think they both want to win the championship. But however, later down the line, who knows? Because Tatum's contract's coming up with a max deal. Can they pay two max players and still have a viable team? Or if one of those dudes gonna have to get traded from a salary cap standpoint, then you have to make a decision. Who we keeping and who we taking?
It's always business. Never personal.
You want answers.
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
So let me know, who do you got staying with the Lakers? I mean the Celtics.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
So with that being said, like I said, kid think he's slick. He not. I see what he's trying to do. He actually said it with a straight face, but I could see in his head. He was like, man, I got to try any advantage that I can get to try to get these dudes not to play on all cylinders. If I could get any kind of doubt, create any kind of doubt, almost kind of like the Phil Jackson effect, but it's the kid effect. BeBe kid, that being a BeBe kid. But let me know in the comments what you think. You think kids trying to divide and conquer, or do you think that he's really being honest and open about saying that Jaylen Brown is the best player on the Celtics? And shout out to Jaylen Brown for playing defense on Luka Doncic. Playing some good D. I mean, some stuff you can't stop, but he got a couple of strips, being physical with him. We're going to see how Luka responds to that in game 2. I think he's going to respond to it, but it's going to be interesting to see how they respond to that in game 2. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. So, one of the most obvious topics of the day, I just kind of seeing this across the line. It says Pistons, Cade Cunningham, 99.9% likely to get the max contract extension. What do you expect when you play for the Pistons? They got you locked in under your rookie contract. You can't really go nowhere. You're going to have to sign the max. You're not going to turn down the money. They're not going to trade you. So you have no choice but to take the max. Does it suck that he's playing for the Pistons? Sure it does. Worst team probably in the league. But at least you're not broke playing for the worst team in the league. That helps. Might not all the way help, but it helps. You know what's worse than working one of the most craziest jobs? Is when you're broke working for the most craziest job. That sucks.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
So, with that being said, man, go get that max extension, man. Don't worry about the losing team. You never know. Fortunes can turn around just like that. You know, from years ago, you know, Charlotte was the worst team. And see where they kind of moving up. Detroit can too. You got to build from within. I don't know if money gonna be there long enough. We'll see. But we'll see. But you got to take that max if you Kay Cunningham. You got to take the max. Because if you don't take the max, they probably not going to trade you. So, I mean, unless you're just going to hold out and hope they trade you because they can't, you're not going to sign the extension. But then they probably going to trade you to another team that they want to trade you to, not where you want to go. And because this game's not on TV, he don't have a lot of leverage. You know, they drafted him. You know, they put a lot of stock into him. But what leverage does he has outside of the Pistons? Let me know in the comments. Is he a good player? Sure he is. But when it comes down to those extensions and stuff, you got to make smart, sound decisions because it can cost you a lot of money if you don't play it right. So, with that being said, let's just make sure he makes the right decision.
Never personal.
When you've been around the world, you know you got to make smart decisions in critical moments of your life. And let me tell you, that max, it's probably up there. That max could be like 200, 300 million or something like that. So if I was, I don't know, if I was him, I'd probably take the max. Because you're probably not going to get away from the Detroit Pistons anytime soon. But making triple-digit millions, that helps out a little bit, in my opinion. All right. So before I start this, the reason I can talk about different sports topics, I'm not a biased person. And I'm telling that make me a little weird. I'm not like stuck on one particular team or things. I'm just an unbiased person. And
Well, I just come to tell you.
I never really been like I know I did like Bill Belichick. I like individual personalities. But as far as team, because teams always are stuck to salary cap issues. And a lot of times it's hard to keep a team, a core of team together because of salary cap issues, salary adjustments, and stuff like that.
Well, I just come to tell you.
So that's why I'm more unbiased when I'm watching teams, and I come on here and do those kind of things. So just understand that when you listen to, I'm unbiased. I'm not really a fan of a team. I just like watching sports and talking about sports, especially the mental aspect people got to go through because you still have to think, you still have to navigate through this stuff at the end of the day as a person. So with that being said, the NBA GM projects Lakers rumored to trade Anthony Davis to the Knicks because the Knicks have draft picks they can offer, and the Knicks can take on Anthony Davis' salary. So, looking at this from an unbiased standpoint, I think the Lakers, if they bring in Hurley as a coach, which we talked about that the other night, I think Hurley is seeing who's going to offer him the most money. And if the Lakers do, he'll probably be their next head coach. If UConn do, he's going to stay at UConn. Now, getting back to Anthony Davis. The reason I could see them trading Anthony Davis if, number one, they got this new coach, which he probably not going to like. And in my opinion, I think they realize what's the max have we gotten out of Anthony Davis moving forward? Is there more to his potential or has his potential been reached? Let me know in the comments. Do you think there's more to Anthony Davis or do you think he's kind of that peak and now he's starting, he's not declining yet, but it's starting to decline? Let me know in the comments what you think.
Am I right?
Because when you think about it, he only won one championship.
Well, I just come to tell you.
He ain't been playing himself.
Well, I just come to tell you.
He always hurt his ankle.
Well, I just come to tell you.
He get real temperamental about stuff.
Well, I just come to tell you.
And it's like he's not aggressive as he used to be.
Am I right?
So sometimes the next best thing is, trade him while he has value and get some draft picks back that you lost for trading for him, and then you back full circle. And if LeBron is in free agency, give you salary cap space to move stuff around. So
Well, I just come to tell you.
let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think the Lakers will trade Anthony Davis to the Knicks? And it's kind of like we talked about with Cade. When you ask for a trade, they're not going to trade you to a team that you want to go to. But the Knicks, him and Brunson, he don't have to be aggressive. He just rebound and get his double-double. I think he will have a fresh start. And the New York will probably be a good market for him. Fresh start. Playing with some young guards. They probably trade, what's the name back? What's my guy name? Julius Randle. They probably trade him back. The Lakers probably cut him as soon as they get him, but that's just my opinion. Because I'm giving you an objective standpoint. So, moving to the next topic. Kendrick Perkins is alleging James is seemingly stealing the moment of Kyrie Irving's finals run to recenter the narrative around itself. Can you feel the hate? Can you feel the shade? LeBron is doomed if he don't and doomed if he do. The conversation came up about him playing with Kyrie Irving. And then, they both political answers. They both enjoy playing with each other. What they call it? The soliloquies. They all both kind of, being nice and saying political answers. Oh, it was nice playing for him. Great teammate. I couldn't wish it for a better guy. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go.
Well, I just come to tell you.
But Kendrick Perkins is saying that LeBron is making these statements about Kyrie, is trying to bring the relevancy back to him. My thing is this. When you in this social media game and you have a brand as big as both of those guys do, it's all about staying relevant. It's all about keeping yourself engaged on social media. So what? I don't think that he can steal the moment. I just don't. Kyrie's in the finals. And LeBron is in the offseason. He's talking about stuff that he see, analysis, an objective opinion. With him in the podcast, with him and what's my guy name? The Mind the Game podcast. I don't think that he was trying to steal the moment. That's just my opinion. I don't think so. I just think he was asked a question and he commented about it. That's it. Could he have said, I had no comment, I don't want to steal the show? He could have said that, but he didn't. He answered the question. He said it was cool playing with him. He didn't have no problems. But let me know in the comments, do you think he was trying to steal the moment? Or do you think that Kendrick Perkins was trying to steal the moment?
Am I right?
Because sometimes Kendrick Perkins, he has that.
There can be only one.
That kind of mentality. There can be only one. And sometimes I think he tries to make those hot takes so he can stay relevant in the media as well. What I'm seeing is most people, they try to find those hot takes to get Well, those little outlets are just so and so said this, so and so said that, so and so said that, so and so said that. You trying to stay as relevant as you can in this social media game. That's what I'm seeing. The people that's at the top. Me, I'm just a regular guy. I'm just an old country boy making content. I don't work for ESPN. I work for myself. I don't work for anybody. I work for CTM. That's who I work for. Don't work for anybody else. But from my own two eyes, from what I see, I think sometimes people try to find ways to stay relevant and stay hot and stay in the spotlight or whatever based on making hot takes and things like that. But let me know in the comments, do you think
Blade, ready to die.
that Kendrick Perkins is trying to stay relevant by calling out superstars? And then something that's a little petty is pretty funny is that LeBron James, I think, unfriended on Twitter Kendrick Perkins, Ben Simmons, and Blake Griffin. I don't know why people make a big deal about that, but I guess because it's LeBron, he got so many eyes on him. But, man, you got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, he over there talking cash money about you. He could be living off posters of LeBron James, but some people, like I said, they gonna do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Perk feel like he being honest. LeBron feel like he being honest. Where do you meet in the middle? You just never know. So our last topic is, will James Harden be remembered as a winner? Nah. Did he win? Yes. Could he have won more? Yes. Did he sabotage himself? Yes. Let me tell you what James Harden gonna be remembered as, and I know a lot of people probably ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. James Harden is gonna be remembered as a person who sabotaged his teams, sabotaged himself. Started with the Rockets. Every time he got to a big game, he failed. They brought in Chris Paul, got to a big game again, he failed. They brought in James Westbrook. He failed. He won in the regular season, sure. He did. I'm not going to take that away from him. But when it come down to the big games and like getting to the championship, he failed. He went to the net. He forced his way out of the Rockets and went to the Nets. That failed. My opinion, when they fired the GM, Monty Williams, for the Rockets, I think he talked to James through a birdie or some way and said, hey, you can get out of the Nets. They're not doing good. Come over here to Philly. Nets, he failed. He was out of shape. By the time he got back in shape, it was a failure. With him, Kyrie, and KD. They should have been way better than that, but they were not. Mentally, mindset wasn't there. If you would have gave them KD's mindset, I think they would have been better, but they didn't have that. So now he goes to Philly. Start playing lights out. That last year he was in Philly, that was their best chance to win a championship. Something between him and Doc Rivers. I don't know.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?
You want answers!
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
This is one thing he's going to be remembered by, for sure. For me, rather. That final playoff series he played against the Celtics, I think he was jealous or something was up between him and Embiid or him and Doc Rivers about that MVP, because he won game 2 when Embiid was out. He played lights out. But when Embiid came back, he was passing up shots. He wasn't shooting the same. He wasn't being as aggressive. They could have easily have beat the Celtics. I think they could have won the finals that year if he would have had his mindset right. But he's going to be remembered for having a mindset. He wants to be remembered for winning, but he only won in the regular season. Playoff time, he always found a way to sabotage himself. There are people like that in life. They will find a way to sabotage themselves. I've done it when I was younger. I found a way, either through bad decision making, doing what I want to do. I found a way to sabotage myself. And as I got older, I started to realize I got to stop sabotaging myself with my own decisions and circumstances. Some things are out of your control, but there are some things that are in your control. And when you sabotage yourself, that's your control. So, will James Harden be remembered as a winner? I think it's going to be an asterisk by that word winner, in my opinion. I think that James Harden could have played, or his mindset could have been better in a lot of those situations, because I think they could have beat the Warriors when they had Chris Paul. In my opinion, they could have done it. But for some reason, I don't know what it was, he always sabotages himself in the big moments. I'm not sure why. It's like he is phenomenal all the way up until that one game, and he sabotages himself every time. It makes me wonder, do he even want to go to the finals? I just want to go home and just do what I want to do. I don't want to go to the finals. Sometimes it makes me wonder that. That's going to be in the back of my head, but that's just me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that James Harden will be remembered as a winner?
Well, I just come to tell you.
Because I think it's going to be an asterisk by it. That's just my opinion. It's going to be an asterisk by it, because he was a real emotional guy. So, about to get ready and sign out this thing. Thanks for watching the Thinking Game Sports Talk for regular content for regular people.
There can be only one.
Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. And I'm signing out.